Bonjour, today we're learning another verb. This is another irregular verb called faire. This will be a short tutorial, mostly just because it's a lot to copy down and memorize. In today's lesson, we should be able to answer the questions: what is the general definition of the verb faire? How do you conjugate the verb faire? And what are some other uses for this verb? So let's start off with what is the general definition of the verb faire. The most common definitions of faire are to do or to make. It is an irregular verb, so we have a fun time ahead with the conjugation. Completely irregular, it is je fais, tu fais, il, elle fait, nous faisons, vous faites, ils, elles font. It's really crucial that you pause right now to write this down in your notes, because there is not necessarily a pattern here. It's not really linked to any other similar verbs. It's just one that we have to memorize, like aller, avoir, and être. In addition to do or to make, there are some other uses for this verb. So you can see, before you freak out and copy all of these down, just glancing at all of this vocabulary, some of them have to do with to do, but a lot of them have to do with things that we would not translate as using to do or to make necessarily in English. But regardless of whether or not we translate them directly into English, we would use faire with all of these expressions in French. So for example, faire de l'aérobic, that would make sense because it's to do aerobics, but to pay attention to, we can't translate that literally because the French would not literally say pay, like paying money or something. They would say faire attention à. To go camping would be faire du camping. To go horseback riding would be faire du cheval. To meet someone would be faire la connaissance de. To cook is faire la cuisine. To work out is faire de la gym. To go jogging is faire du jogging. Somewhat familiar there. To go windsurfing is faire de la planche à voile. To go for a walk is faire une promenade. To go for a hike is faire une randonnée. We saw this in some of our winter break presentations. To go skiing is faire du ski. To do sports is faire du sport. To go for a walk is faire un tour. But if you want to say to go for a drive, you would say faire un tour en voiture, because voiture means car. And then to go bike riding is faire du vélo. So I know that this is a lot to write down, but I promise for our activity in our next class, you'll want to have it in your notes. So go ahead and pause here. And after that, you're all done, and I will see you in class with all of these in your notes.